Hold on a sec, you guys will be starting shortly. Okay, there we go. And we're live on Periscope, we're live on Instagram, and we're live on YouTube. So, to everybody out there, hello, hola, konnichiwa, salam, ciao, namaste. Peace to all. This is the Pink Elephant in the Room conversation, and what we'll be discussing for today is simply about being cautious with the energy of people you keep around you. And what do I mean by that? Energy, give or take how someone feels, even before we even get into that. Before we get into that, you must understand that we are a species at this point who is trying to remember who we truly are. And in this game, in this cycle of what we're doing, we are forgetting who we are to remember again. So you have a lot of people who are part of what we call this system, this matrix in a sense, that are connected in such a way where they're stuck. This can lead to certain energy of certain things in life, such as negativity, as we know. Now, the thing about negativity is it can have an effect on people if you're around it daily or if you're around it most of the time. It does have an effect on how you are. So, when you're around certain people, you have to be careful who you keep because misery loves company. If you're around misery all the time, you too will think that life is a miserable thing. And what you need to change in that aspect is understanding and understanding that aspect of just the importance of not having those people around you, and also understanding that there's no need to judge those people in any sense because they too are going through their own life, their own issues and whatnot. There's no need to have backlash on them. To anyone who goes through that negativity, I do hope that that person can grow themselves. But the one thing I understand very clearly is that at the end of the day, you have to grow who you are. You can't follow other people, play follow the leader with other people thinking it's going to help you, because if something does not work, if something does not serve you, it won't be beneficial to grow and evolve who you are as a being. Evolution of self is vitally important, not only for the entire species, but also as the individual to grow self, to push yourself to the next level. You can't be unconditional love until you yourself have unconditional love. You can't be someone who can make others happy until you yourself is you're happy with self. You can't in a sense be helping people with their trying to be emotionally stable until you are emotionally stable within self. It starts with you. No matter what anyone else says, no matter what anyone else is doing, everything starts with you. The energy you keep around you can play a key role in that. If you keep people who are unconditionally loving, if you keep people with positive attitudes, if you keep people who are very observant, such as myself, and give you both sides, but also encourage you to grow self, to love self, if you keep people who desire you to grow your wealth, your happiness, be those things, you will become exactly who you decide to choose. You will be who you choose to be. It's up to you, though. When you decide to be people who feel that the world is going to shit, when you're around people who feel that they're always broke, when you're around people who feel that you can't get your dreams because some person may be in the way or something might be in the way. You have to remember it's the choices you make of the energy you keep around you. For example, there was someone I knew who was dealing with someone who told them they were egotistical in a sense, and they are growing self every day. But they were telling them that I kept out of your circle and whatnot. The problem with this was that if you have to talk to someone about those things, about how egotistical they are, you have to understand what you see in others, you see in yourself. Whatever you have to tell other people how bad, how much of a problem, and this and that they are, you that's what you see in yourself. If the other person isn't even responding, and that's the thing. When you're around negative energy, there was a statement I said to someone earlier that a wise man keeps silent towards a fool, because at the end of the day the fool will pretty much go into his own madness. When you are talking to people in a sense that are constantly telling you how things are, be your silence, because of the fact that there's no reason to waste energy on someone who feels a certain way about you if you know you are growing self and you are loving self. If you put your energy into that, you're gonna burn out your energy. Like we were talking about yesterday, you're gonna burn out. Don't burn out your energy. Grow your energy constantly until it gets to that point where it's maintained and it's impossible to run out. But even if it does, don't waste your energy on people who desire to put you down, who desire to tell you how things are. That energy does not work being around a person. So you have to be more focused on self instead of worrying about what others say, and realize that that's your choice. Everything, by the way, is also a choice. Make a choice that you're going to be around that energy or not. If you are around energy that harms you in a sense, you have to remember, if you are seeing your situation as I don't understand why I'm in this situation, why I can't get out, remember what you are choosing around you. Whatever you are choosing can be the reason why you are not getting to where you desire to go. Always be aware of the people that are in your inner circle, and be aware of what you feel inside self, inside who you are, so you can understand and grow self, no matter what anyone else is saying. Perfect who you truly are, and don't worry about what he or she is saying right now, but realize those who are saying things or trying to persuade you in a sense to get what they want. This Many people will try to persuade you to get what they desire through you, and you have to be able to read those areas and signs to know what works and what doesn't work. And this is why I constantly say what works and what doesn't work. Because if it works, it'll serve both of you and grow both of you at the same time. If it doesn't work and there's an imbalance or whatnot, then it might not be beneficial for you to be there in the first place, to be around that person or that energy. Choose wisely who you keep in your inner circle. Choose wisely who you bring with kindness. care, with clarity, and so on and so forth. This is not a game of learning. This is more so a game of experience. You already know this information one way or another, but it's up to you to choose what you will do with the information. If you will keep that energy and you will stay in the matrix of things and keep at a stalemate and not get to growing to evolution, or if you will grow in your positivity, your unconditional love, your peace, your gentleness, to grow higher and know truly who you are. Because remember, always, you are the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within who you really are. And to know thyself is to know the creator within. So, to everybody out there, have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. And to all, namaste.